Cancer, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Let's get right into our general reading. So I see here that you absolutely have synergy and teamwork ahead of you, that you are going to be having things happen between you and a person, and those things basically are going to progress both of you, that you're going to find a great relationship and a great friendship, quite possibly, that this synergy, in some cases it may very well be a loving synergy, but it may also very well be a financial and basically friendship related synergy. We'll keep an eye on that as we go into things, but this quite often is more related to the financial side of your life. Now, let's get right into our love reading here. Oh, our card just jumped right out, so we'll take that into account here. Okay, so it looks like you have been having some hard times, and I see especially that you have had a situation where someone really wanted to put you under. Like, it really felt like somebody was out to get you, and that person was doing their absolute best to really prevent you from progressing, or was even trying to cause some detrimental side effects to your life. Now, based on this, I do see that this wasn't the end, and this wasn't something that they 100% succeeded on. If they did succeed, I do see potential for you, and if they did not succeed, I do see gradual movement for you. Now, in that, I see that you absolutely do have quite a bit of, let's say, movement per se in those finances. And I see that that financial step has really pushed you into the eyes of those around you. And I see that you absolutely have been very generous to those around you. And those people, basically, they were... honestly, they were, to some extent, some of them were taking advantage of that, and that honestly this did push you even further into this mindset of weakness and of being hurt or hit by these changes, all of these changes around you. Now, I see especially that this has opened your eyes. This has opened your eyes to what is the future and what is at hand, and I see that this has pushed you into understanding what lays ahead of you. I see that this confidence and this eye-opening experience is allowing you to really have your eyes open to what is needed to progress, and I see you moving forward and taking those actions that will allow you to really push forward and move forward. Now, I do see you having options and having basically like a fork in the road where you have multiple choices available to you, and that things are on their way. It looks like you're on the journey, and that you will be deep in the journey very soon, and that things are going to be progressing gradually for you, just like I mentioned. And I really notice here that that journey, it may be long and it may feel very long, but I especially notice that that journey is one that is building you up, and one that is going to push you into what you can find in terms of love. You're going to really realize that where your love lies is closer than you thought, and that journey, although necessary for your personal growth, has not been necessary for your romantic growth. And I do see that you absolutely are going to have that romantic side of your life really at hand very soon. I do see that some of you do have a romance already in progress and already happening. Basically, you have a partner, and that will absolutely continue. I do see that this journey, for those of you in a relationship, is an ongoing situation between you and your partner. Now, for all of you, like I mentioned, you have options, and those options will all lead you in the same route, that there will be challenges and there will be a journey for you to be had in the future, but that journey will culminate at basically a big challenge that will make or break the situation. And I see many of you really making that situation and allowing things to really move forward into the next phase of your life, that you absolutely will overcome that hurdle and you are going to find satisfaction, and that you will absolutely have what your heart has always desired in your relationship. I do see you breaking out of a tough situation and finding yourself in this satisfying scenario, that you absolutely will overcome those difficult things, those difficult steps, and your outcome will be very positive and very good for you. So that does bring us to the end of this love reading. And so Cancer, let's get right into that financial reading as well. So let's just start off here. Look at this and that. Okay. So into that financial reading. Okay, so in terms of those finances, I do see that you have been having quite a bit of new scenarios coming up for you. You've had quite a bit of quite a few processes and quite a bit of progress in terms of how you're moving forward and how you're getting those skills built. I noticed that you do have quite a bit ahead of you, and although you have been holding yourself back quite a bit, that you have also been moving yourself forward quite a bit. It's kind of a bit of a juxtaposition, but this situation really does have this at hand, that although you've been holding yourself back, you absolutely have been having financial growth and changes to, say, your skills, the abilities that you have more than anything. And you do have a lot of progress that has been made in this time that you feel like you haven't been making any progress. I notice here that you have felt that you aren't really deserving of the money. You aren't really deserving of what you have or what you're growing to. But I can say confidently that I see you do have those skills. You have built yourself up and you are deserving of what you have currently, Cancer. And so Cancer, I'd just like to say here as well that you do have the ability to really benefit yourself and those around you. That although you may feel things are tough, that they aren't so drastic, they aren't so dire as you expect, and that things are moving for you the right way, and that you do have that fairness. Now, I'm going to point out that you will have balance and you will have a lot more movement as soon as you do realize this. Once you do really realize what you do have is what you deserve, that is where you're going to really start to benefit yourself and those around you. And I see that foundation has already been built. You already have the skills, the means, and the tools to succeed in what you're doing. And it's like you've been holding yourself back emotionally or under your, basically in your gut, in your subconscious, you've been holding yourself back. I see that once you take away this inhibitor, that you are going to be really moving forward, having satisfaction, and it's going to feel like the work is half as difficult. It's going to feel like the work is nowhere near as much work, and you're going to have that satisfaction, that real sense of self, and that foundation. Now, you will have quite a bit happening in the future, and there will be a lot of warmth, movement, and healthiness for you. And I see that you absolutely currently are building yourself up to being a true character, like a true strong and true big character. You're a big personality, honestly, that you are going to be building. And this is in progress, but you are going to be having that somewhat soon. And these steps are all going to lead you into a true sense of synergy and into that satisfaction and your, well, basically what you've always wanted. So this is fantastic. Now, that does bring us to the end of this reading today, Cancer. So I will just finish off by saying that you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.